The first day of Colorado's legislative session can be a preview of coming attractions, or detractions, depending on your perspective. Today, Democrats wasted no time introducing gun control and voting rights protections, while Republicans alleged voter fraud, challenging the very elections that got those Republicans elected. Here's politics guy Marshall Zellinger.
Are there any no votes?
The first day in the 35-seat state Senate saw all Democrats and Republicans vote together, unanimously picking Democratic State Senator James Coleman as the next Senate president. Meanwhile, in the state House,
I think it would be naive to assume that at least one person did not change at least one vote.
Without proof, Republican State Representative Scott Bottoms suggested the exposed passwords from the Secretary of State's office led to election fraud, again, citing no proof. He was one of 6 Republicans who voted against certifying the election results that confirmed their elections were counted correctly. House Minority Leader Rose Puglisi defended the 6 members of her caucus questioning the results while also defending the results.
We're proud of the results of this election and that we were able to gain 3 seats back.
How can you say both? How can you be proud of the election and have some people say, I don't think it should have been certified?
Well, I've got people in my district who also think that El Paso County, which I represent, there are people who are questioning some of the processes that were used in this election.
As for the party in power, Democrats have introduced early bills that would solidify certain voting rights, try to make it easier for workers to unionize. And then there's Democratic State Senator Tom Sullivan's gun control bill to try to get a 12-year-old law enforced.
This is not an assault weapons ban. This is an enforcement of the high-capacity magazine that passed in 2013.
Sullivan believes his bill would address a gap exposed by 9 News Investigates in 2019. That's when we found large-capacity magazines, those that can hold more than 15 bullets. They were sold in parts to try to avoid a ban passed in 2013.
Because we can't get them to stop selling the high-capacity magazines that would attach for it. If you buy a brand new one, it's going to have a magazine that is permanently attached.
Odd-numbered years, like 2025, are when more controversial bills get introduced because there's not an immediate election where lawmakers may face getting ousted by voters who are like, hey, I didn't really like that. Sullivan tells me the magazine ban will be fast-tracked in January, Kyle, and it's already got the votes, he says, to get out of the Senate, which of the 2 chambers is the one where a bill like this would always have a hiccup because there's a closer division. It's 23-12 Democrats right now in the Senate. So if it has enough votes to get out of the Senate, you look at the House, 43-22, it's probably going to pass.
I feel like whether people like or dislike that bill, you gotta like doing it at the beginning of the session so it doesn't get crammed in at the end when everything's racing through, there's a million things going on, people are shouting at each other. Like, yeah, let's move some of the controversial stuff to the front.
And that's where even versus odd numbered years come into play, because if this was 2026 and you're facing an election and you're worried, maybe we're gonna lose some power if we have controversial stuff. Well, if it happened in an even numbered year, you delay and see, okay, maybe we get some middle ground. But in an odd numbered year, Wild Wild West.
You know how they say that over time couples start to look like each other?
Would you like my glasses?
Bro, we are out of control. Marshall Zellinger, everybody.